I call this the solve method, which is specialize, optimize, learn, verify, and excel. In today's video, we'll be discussing 7 shocking mistakes that are stopping you from getting visa sponsorship job. If you're interested to still come to the UK this 2025 with work visa, this is the video you should be watching. Stick with me, I will run you through these mistakes so that you avoid them this year. Number 4 is actually a game changer. First one is the rural versus urban sponsorship blind spots. When it comes to visa sponsorship jobs here in the UK, it's not just about skills, right? It's also about the location strategy you are using. And some of we overseas candidates will channel our energy more on big cities like Manchester, Birmingham, which is good. But we forget that the rural areas have employers that are desperate for workers. The only time you should ever focus on urban areas is if maybe that area have higher percentage of older people, or they have hospitals all over that area. That shows that they will be needing more of healthcare workers, right? Now, if you're not a healthcare personnel, also implement this in your sector. Do you understand? So, employers in rural areas where local occupants do not want to go to, they are willing to offer you COS. But some of us don't want to go there. I remember last year, my friend was looking for visa sponsorship. She was spending her time applying for jobs in big cities and nobody was even responding. When she told me, I was like, girl, you need to look for rural areas in places like Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland that people don't want to go to. Those are the places you should target. Because, my dear, the lower the percentage of people going in that area, the higher the chances of you getting visa sponsorship jobs. Let me give you this formula, okay? In anywhere you're looking for visa sponsorship jobs, it doesn't matter the sector. If there is higher chances of competition, that reduces your chances of getting sponsored. Okay, so apply this principle this year and see if that will work for you. Fingers crossed, it will work for you just like it did for my friend. There are 2 mistakes that I have seen that people make is they do not understand that secret rule of COS allocation. Let me explain this by telling you this story. Last month, I called a company that I know have recruited a number of overseas candidates and offered them visa sponsorship. But they told me that they were not recruiting last month. Why? Because they have used up their COS allocation. But do you know what? This year, people will be getting new quota. What are you doing about it? Are you just relaxed, complaining that you've applied to thousands and there's no response? This is the best time you will strategize and make sure that you be the first to apply to those companies. Because when it comes to offering COS, employers will always give to those sectors that they have critical need for. Let's say, for example, a care home is recruiting nurses and they're recruiting carers. If they have more critical needs for carers, they will give their COS first to those people. Do you understand? Be the first to apply. When you're in front of them before every other, your chances will be high to get that visa sponsorship that you need. All right. Third one is the secret ticket to visa sponsorship, which is don't just be another worker. Now, be the solution that the employers are looking for. So let me give you an example. Last year, I know of some nurses that were looking for job in the UK and they were unable to get it because they were just general qualified nurses, right? But mental health nurses were still getting 2 visa sponsorship roles. Some of them even got 3 job offer. Do you understand? Because they specialize in a niche. So this year, you need to upgrade a little bit so that you can position yourself as that solution that the employer is looking for. I call this the solve method, okay? Which is specialize, optimize, learn, verify, and excel. Now, specialize in areas that you know is in high demand for visa sponsorship, okay? Don't just be a carer this year. You already know there's no chance for you, okay? Upgrade and maybe be a senior carer, be an associate nurse. Do you understand? Be a social worker. That will give you an edge of getting job this year. Then optimize, learn that your CV. Don't just use anyhow CV and be looking for job. Make sure it aligns with what the employer is looking for, which is what I will talk more when we go further, okay? Verify that job role and then see yourself excel this year. Fingers crossed you will get that visa sponsorship job you look for this year. Okay, now before I go any further, if you're new here, you're welcome to this channel. Okay, my name is Ngozi. In this channel, NG Info Hub, I talk more of working and living in the UK and in diaspora in general. So my returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate you for always watching my videos. If you haven't subscribed, as you're looking at me, guys, hit that subscribe button to join this community because you will not regret it. Okay, also make sure you like this video for me, please. Share it with others so that they will benefit. Okay, so let's move to the fourth one. This is what I call we neglecting the ATS method. 80% of our applications, guys, do not even get before human first. Do you know that? This application goes to what we call the applicant tracking system. It is this thing that will now filter your CV based on what you've written before it will decide if it will go to the recruiter. So your first audience is not a human being, my dear, it is a robot. So in this 2025, you need to learn how to beat that robot. You need to outsmart it. So how do you do that? Make sure you optimize your CV to the UK standard using the right structured sentences. Use keywords. You can use things like job scan. You can use things like keywords identifier to filter the job description so that you can get the relevant keywords and include it in your CV. Because if the ATS said this one is not going anywhere, you are not going anywhere. You will not even meet the employer. So you'll be wondering, I've applied to 20, there was no response. There won't be response because the recruiter did not see it. Learn how to tailor your CV this year. Stop using generic CV to apply for every single job. If you need professional help, go for it, okay? If not, your CV will keep getting stuck in what I call the black hole. It's not going anywhere and you will not get any job. Say that is not your portion this year. Now let's go to the fifth one, my dear, which is the overpromise trap. Hey, so some people sent me CV last year. Apart from that, they look alike. What you guys wrote in that CV, I had to ask one. If you're the recruiter, be truthful, will you recruit yourself? Because this person is a medical doctor. He has worked in different areas in Nigeria. His specialty is so high. And I read all those CV. I was like, my dear, I know you're trying to impress these employers, right? But what some of we applicants don't know, which I used to do before as well, is that sometimes we overpromise. These people will see you as someone that wants to use them as a means to an end, and they will not give you that role. They don't want to employ someone that will come today and tomorrow they're out of the window and they'll start looking for another person. Do you understand? So be the solution that they want. Don't be the superwoman. Okay, tone it down a bit, but don't undervalue yourself. Strike a balance. If you have watched up to this point, please do me one favor. Let me know in the comment section what kind of video you would like to see more in this channel, and also like this video for me, okay? Thank you very much for doing that. The next one is what I call the angel in the details. Guys, like some of the CV I received last year, yeah, some people forgot to put their certification. Some did not add their IELTS. One did not include her qualification. And I was like, okay, if you're missing important details like this, do you think employers will take you serious? So the next one will be, sometimes the UKVI is moving faster than some of us. Now, if you downloaded a list of sponsors last year, this year, make sure you're not using that list. You need to go and download a fresh one. Because some of the companies there, some of them must have lost their license, or they did not renew, or they were removed. So make sure you are using the updated information in any role you're looking for visa sponsorship, so that you know you're optimizing yourself for success. Do you understand? Now, if you have done everything I've mentioned in this video, here is the point where I say, I understand the struggle. I understand the effort you are putting in, okay? And I pray that everyone this year that desire to get these visa sponsorship jobs as a way to better their life, to better the life of their kids, I pray that you get it, okay? I pray you don't give up. I pray you get the strength you need. I pray you get the wisdom you need to direct you in your path, so that you also celebrate and rejoice that the Lord has finally done it for you, okay? I wish you all the very best, and also watch some of my other videos in the channel that I've made about companies that are recruiting. Chances will be that they are still recruiting, okay? See you in my next one. Bye.